everyone, today I'm filming an updates video. I have a few different things to tell you guys. It's really hot, so sorry I'm like sweaty and shining. Yeah, it's hot again today. And it's the middle of the day and I'm in my plastic shed with the door shut so I don't get bothered, and it is like a sauna in here. So I'm gonna try to keep this video not too long, but there's a few things I wanted to talk to you guys about. I guess I'll start off with my most recent video was an updated tack room tour. I got a comment, and I'll put her name down here, and she suggested that I move all like my lower, well, all the saddle pads really, to stock them and see if they take less room, which I've been thinking about doing for a while. So since I did the updated tack room tour, I have readjusted some things, so I figured I'd show you really quick. So let's see if I can do this without messing everything up. So here's where my saddle pads were / are, and I just took the bottom part of the tier and stacked those tubs, and that's like laundry right there. That bucket's laundry and this is extra stuff in coolers. I left my dressage pads and some of my jumping pads here, and there's also some extra racks to put my saddle pads out for drying. And then over here, I can't tell if I'm filming it. Yeah, so this top shelf, I took those buckets you just saw and I stacked all my pads, and then I have half pads right there, and these are just all my jumping pads. Let's see if I can get this back. Okay, right. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, so I just wanted to show you that I did make that little change. And video ideas. So I'm kind of like running out of video ideas. I don't want to do a whole lot of collection videos, so I feel like all I have are collection videos and barn vlogs. And barn vlogs are fun to shoot and all, but I just feel like they get repetitive. Yeah, I mean, since it is summer and I know a lot of people are going for their pony club ratings. Can you hear that? That's a donkey, a miniature donkey. He's mad because his buddy's out. But anyhow, what I was saying is I know a lot of people are going for their pony club ratings, and I did pony club for a long time actually, and I was thinking about doing some pony club themed videos. Well, okay, so my experience with pony club, I started pony club when I was in 8th grade, and my last year that I was like a member was actually last year, and I am 24. So 8th grade, 24, that's, you know, it's a long time. So I've been in 2 different clubs. I hold my HB and B traditional certification, and I went to 2 different championships. I went to Festival, which is like, it's like championships, but there's only one in the whole like US, and they have a whole nother like learning aspect to it. There's clinics and all this stuff. So it's like champs, but there's only one in the US that year, and it's super fancy, and it only happens every 3 years. This year is a festival year, so good luck to everybody who's there, although it might be over by now. I don't know. But and I did, what else did I do? I did 1 North American quiz challenge and 1 quiz exchange with Pony Club, so I kind of know my way around Pony Club and the ratings. So I was thinking about maybe how to bathe your horse and clean your horse to pass inspections for different rating levels. I've also given like ratings, like I've been an examiner for some lower level club ratings, or certifications as they call it now. Sorry, I'm like in the dark ages with that. Like how to clean your tack and your bridles and saddles to pass inspection. Different attire, how to do different types of wraps, especially for the upper level national ratings. Wraps are really important, as well as how to lend your horse. All those things really do matter. So if you guys have any suggestions, I mean in general what you'd like to see, or any suggestions about Pony Club, I've done a lot of quiz, so I can help you like how to study for quiz. And like there's light here, so sorry if it's like, yeah. Yeah, so if you have any questions, and I'm also thinking about doing a Q&A video, so if you have any questions, things you want to know about me or my horses, you can go ahead and leave them in the comments down below, and I will make a whole separate video about that. And oh my god, I'm sweating, it's hot. Yeah, okay, I think I'll get into the bulk of the video 5 minutes later. So last week, yeah, it's about a week ago, I had my vet come out and reassess Prince. So I have the whole little write-up here about him, because he was doing really well with the guy who was coming out to work with him, and I have all those videos taken of him and I working with Prince, and I will be making a video of that soon. I just haven't had time to like throw everything together yet. But long story short, 3 weeks ago he reared again with me, and so we just we continued to work with him, but I also scheduled an appointment for my vet to come out and do another lameness exam to just make sure again that it wasn't pain related. And long story short, it is pain related. So yeah, so I'll just start out by saying that she did a basic lameness exam, and sorry, there's like different things for different horses like written on here, so I'm gonna try to like get to the main points. So let me preface this by saying mid-December of last year, right after we got Prince, and I'd been riding him and he was great, he got both his back legs stuck through the corral fence. Like if here's the fence, he got him stuck like through and trapped for about 20 seconds, and then when he pulled his legs back over, he scraped all the skin off the front of both hocks, cannons, and fetlocks. So he was a little out of sorts for about a month and a half while he healed from that, and we thought he made a full recovery. My vet gave him the go ahead to start riding again, and it was soon after that that he started acting up, and we got his teeth done, and he sat for a couple months while I had him completely checked out, and he checked out fine. So we started doing the natural horsemanship stuff with him, and that was working until we started trotting, and then he reared again. Yeah, okay, now that that's out of the way, so a week ago he had mild pain at the base of his neck on the right, moderate to severe pain lower back, able to bend, more reluctant to bend to the left, and that's probably because of the pain at the base of his neck, and moderate pain and swelling behind withers, less willing to flex SI from the right, so their SI joint. It's too early in this video to not know how to talk. Able to do the alligator flex. So alligator flex is basically when you pick up the front leg and you extend it forward, like I'm trying to like keep it in frame, but you extend it forward and then you have a treat and you put it by the hoof and they like extend their neck to the treat. And he was able to do that for both legs just fine. When lunging, he appears weak in his hind end. He leaves his hind end behind him, meaning he doesn't really fully jack up, but he's not lame at all, and he never was lame at all, which is really weird. What else? Stifles, tendons, and joints all palpate normal, which they always did. He has, and then she checked his teeth after that, said he had no TMJ pain and minimal wave regrowth and a slight step starting. Then we moved on to do a flexion test. His left hind upper causes right hind to have a grade 1 out of 5 stifle soreness, and then his right hind upper 2 out of 5 grade hock sore. So obvious muscle swelling right lower back, can see right back from left side. So what that means is if you just stand on his left and you look at his back, like imagine this is his spine right here. So if we're over here, this muscle is swollen on this side, so you can see this muscle over his spine from this side. Like it bulges kind of like that. That made no sense, sorry. Yeah. So she thinks he has soft tissue back or stifle pain from getting hung up in the fence. She thinks that his issue with behavioral is behavioral, but because it's pain related, if that makes sense. And he's just always been fine, but it was bad enough that he would react, but not so bad that he'd be lame or that it would be noticeable when riding him. So it was very very hard to diagnose, to say the least. Oh, I didn't tell you. So basically what happened when he got his legs stuck in the fence is that he tore his ACL and meniscus in both hind legs, staples, whatever you want to call it, and it's worse on the right. But I mean, it's caused back pain, hock pain, and all that, but he was never lame on it, which is really weird, and which is why it was so hard to diagnose, as I've already said, and I'm repeating myself, sorry. So basically, he's gonna have anywhere for 6 to 8 months off stall rest with hand walking daily. He is getting loaded on a really good joint supplement, and we're also gonna load him on Adequan or Legend. I haven't decided which. Kind of like Legend better, but she suggested Adequan. She said we can try to ultrasound the stifle, but you'll only be able to see a portion of the meniscus and none of the ACL. Could try muscle relaxers. Yeah, so that's basically it. I gave my 30 days notice here because, like, I don't know if you guys know this, but my aunt has 7 acres of property about 30 minutes away from me, and my grandma has an acre of property 5 minutes away from me, like where I live. This place I'm at with my horses is about 15 minutes away from me, and if he has to be hand walked daily, I mean, like, so either of my family places I could keep any of my horses there for free. They're both set up for horses, and it's just like, I only board here for the facility and my trainer because both places don't have arenas, whereas this boarding facility obviously has tons of arenas and riding facilities. So because he's not going to be ridden or anything, I'm going to go ahead and take him to my grandma's house so I'm able to more easily hand walk him, and I don't have to worry about feeding him because my grandma has chickens, so she's there religiously in the morning and at night to feed him and lock him up so they don't get eaten and all that stuff. And yeah, so basically, I mean, it's just like having him at home really, and I don't have to pay, you know, hundreds a month to board him at a facility if he's not getting used. Yeah, I don't know if there's much else to say. Oh, so as long as we do the recovery correctly, he will recover 100%, no issues, and he won't have any limitations in his future career. So it's good that we caught it relatively early before we put him back to even more work, like you know, like cantering or jumping. I mean, we weren't even close to doing that yet, but if we kept going and pushing it, it could have made it worse. As is, he's had a lot of downtime. It's not like he's been doing a lot of work. The only work he's been doing is a couple times a week with the guy, Matt, who's been helping us. Yeah, I'm sweating disgustingly. I'm so sorry, guys. 90-degree weather is not my friend. Oh my god, I look so terrible. Sorry. Anyhow, that's the story, and I will bring you guys along on our rehab journey. And I actually have a tiny little show at my barn here tomorrow. It's a teeny tiny little schooling show, and I'm gonna ride Ami for a change, and we're gonna see how that goes. I'll try to see if I can get someone to come out and film me so I could do like another little show vlog, I guess. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Bye.